Hello everyone, in this video I am going to talk about constraint. So let us understand what do you mean by an constraint. Constraint basically are the rules that you applied on a table. So first of all we have a primary key. So let us understand what do you mean by that. Suppose that we have a table present. It contains roll number. So we all know that roll number is unique for each student. So that roll number will be considered as primary key and any person cannot put empty roll number there. There must be a value if it is declared as primary key. So let us see how you can implement this out. So here you can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to create now here you will see how to create a primary key. So first of all we'll write cursor dot execute 3 quotes. Now here this is my syntax. So I'm going to create a table called as student ID which is an integer type, and this is my constraint which is primary key. Now let me execute this out. You can see this is executed. So this is how you can implement primary key. Now you can insert the record into it. So cursor dot execute mini, then 3 quotes. Here I'm going to insert some data into it. Now I'm inserting some values into it. You can see the values inserted. If I try to replicate this thing with same ID, it will throw me an error because ID is a primary key column. So you can see it is giving me integrity error. Unique constraint failed. Student.student ID. So this is how you can implement primary key. Similarly, we have other types of keys also, such as foreign keys. Foreign keys means, let us say we have 2 tables. And in both the table, primary key is present in both the table. That will be called as foreign key. Let us see how you can implement this out. So first of all, you have to write cursor dot execute. Then here is your syntax. So basically I'm creating a course table which will contain course ID, which is a primary key. Similarly, I'm creating a student ID, which is integer. Now here I'm creating foreign key, which is mapping our student ID from course table to the student ID of a student table. So this is how you create a foreign key basically. Next we have something called as not null. So you can also implement not null, means the values cannot be get empty. So let me take this simple example. Here what you can do, you can write like name text and you can apply not null constraint here. So this is how you can create not null constraint. Next we have unique. Unique means all the values should be unique. So you can create it like that. So let us say I'm creating one more column like courses of a string type and unique. So this is how you can implement unique constraint to it. Next, we have something called as check function. Check means basically you are checking something. Let us say age is greater than 18. So person cannot insert the age which is less than 18. So this can be applied with the help of check constraint. So you can see that I am creating an EMPSS table. It contains employee ID and age. Now we are doing check where age is greater than 18. I'm executing this out and let me try to insert some values into it. So what I'm doing here is I'm using cursor dot execute in double quote insert into EMPSS. Then I'm specifying my column name which is EMP ID, comma age. Then I'm specifying values here. So here I'm specifying 2 values. Then I'm specifying our value. Let's say the employee ID is 1 and age is 19. Let me run this out. You can see it is run. But when I try to insert values which are less than 18, it will throw me an error. So let us try this out. Instead of 19, let me specify 17. And when I'm running this out, it is throwing me an integrity error, like your check constraint fail, age should be greater than 18. So this is how you can apply check constraint. And last but not the least is basically auto increment. Auto increment means ID is automatically generated for that column. So let us see the demo. So here you can see that I'm going to create a table called as customers table, and I'm creating a column customer ID which is of integer type, primary key, and then I'm doing auto increment. Then I can specify name equal to text. Now I'm running this out. Next, what I'm doing, I'm going to insert some values into that. So I'll write cursor.execute insert into customers. Here I'm specifying customer ID and name. Basically you have to take only one thing because customer ID will be auto incremented. So name only. And here I am passing the name. So let me just write Avi. Then you have to do comma, and that's it. So if you do cursor dot fetch all, so you can you have to do print also. So print cursor dot fetch all. You can see. So you can see when I'm executing select star from customer and doing cursor dot fetch all, it is printing me the auto increment ID and its corresponding value, which is Avi. So this is how you can implement check basically constraint in SQLite.